pretty sure we skipped last week.
I mean, last week I'm pretty sure I went shopping, but that's real life.
I'm fairly certain there was some Fire Emblem involved last week.
Probably,
yes.
yeah.
Glorious, unadulterated combat, and also I'm pretty sure we played ping pong with an enemy at one point.
Sounds about right.
So 2 weeks ago, we finished up the Battle of the Goops, which I'm sure is what the such large-scale conflict will be known as throughout time.
Naturally, that's what the history books look like.
Mm-hmm. After that, we talked with the king, who was like, "Oh, sweet, thanks for doing this for us." Excuse me. Thanks for doing this for us. By the way, we found a way for you to get back to the above world. And in addition to that, here's the information you wanted about the hammer that you asked about. I won't recount such information now, but, he told us. So you can be sure. He told us there was a scout who saw it. So we talked to the scout. The scout was like, yeah, there's this guy who we found him trying to exit the city all stealth-like. And he, summoned some aberration and told him some stuff, which he wrote down and gave to us, which, I can't find that right now, so we're not going to hear it, but he told us. You can be sure.
We dropped it in the water. We're waiting for the note to dry.
Yeah. It's written in invisible ink. We got to go find some lemons. It's going to be a whole thing. He told us that. We talked to the sorcerer, who told us that the way gates would lead us to... There was one nearby that we could take to go home. And then, I didn't have to bring this part up, but, I've got integrity, so I will. I told somebody at some point that I would make a new good version of a high-res version of the symbols on the gates, and then I did not do that. So there you go. Boom.
For shame.
I didn't write that down in the summary, but I figured all of you deserved to know. Oh, we also sold the guy's spellbook to the sorcerer, because none of us can learn spells from spellbooks.
Small detail.
Right. So that's been fun. So, we got 40 gold, which is the greatest magic of all, if you think about it.
Money really is basically like magic.
I wish for more money. Right. And there it is. With the power of investments, all of your dreams can come true.
Basically. I guess that would make financial advisors low-level wizards.
That could be pretty high level. Or it's like one of those transmutation wizards, where at second level you can just turn stuff into silver, but it wears off after an hour. I'll be honest, if I had that, I'd be pretty okay with it.
Yeah, if you weren't too scrupulous, you could use that.
If.
All right. So I believe that covered all of the summary very well. So you are in town, I believe. Pretty sure that's where we ended off. You have directions that are going to lead you to a waygate, which will take you out towards Amberum, the location that was mentioned by the mysterious stranger who needed the hammer from the Sverfneblin. So yeah, what do you want to do?
We gotta see Glabaglool.
Yeah, I think right now we were walking back to our current dwelling.
All right. So you head back to the tavern, and at this point, the word of your victory over the oozes has spread throughout the town. And as you walk into the tavern, several of the patrons raise their glasses to you and cheer, "Hey!" and offer to buy you a round.
I will cheer back with a rowdy "Yay!" of my own.
As will Orsik. Except there's some coughing and...
I 100% will get a drink as well with them.
Yeah, it's not one to turn down a free drink.
All right. So the locals provide you with some drinks and ply you for the story of the battle. I'm sure you regale them with the tale in much glory, goopy detail.
I would like to, and in addition to that, I'd like to sprinkle in throughout my tellings, calling it the Battle of Goop, just casually throwing it out there. and seeing
And you
how they
wrote a
react
rap
to it.
for it, right?
Trying to plant those seeds. You know, you got to get in front of the narrative to control it.
Naturally. All right. So since drinks are on the town people, we won't have to take any money for that. It's probably about mealtime. I'm gonna assume that you're either gonna eat a good berry or some townsfolk are going to buy you dinner as well. So I don't think we have to deduct anything from inventory for that. But is anyone doing anything else at this point or during this event?
Um, not until we go to sleep. I don't think I will. Just eating and regaling the townsfolk with our exploits.
I'll probably just ask if anybody's seen any big monsters out and about.
All right. Let's see.
I think we just killed a bunch of them, dude.
But there could be more.
That's. I hope there's not.
Me too.
So, after entertaining the townsfolk for a while, I assume you headed to bed, or do you have something else to do?
I don't think I have anything else to do.
I think it's bedtime.
Luther's a simple man.
Oh, speaking of sleeping arrangements, I don't know that we've specifically said that where Luther was staying prior to this.
Oh,
don't
right.
If there's equipment that you need to have gone and retrieved, which I'm sure you would have thought of, in character, so you would have probably handled that earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
I'd say he lived probably pretty minimally with his gear. Probably after he set out, he probably just, doesn't have a lot other than staying at lodging.
Okay. All right. So after you're done regaling the townsfolk, I assume you retire up to the suite of rooms that you have rented.
Yeah, how much does it cost to chip in?
I thought. Did we already cover that?
Yeah, we did.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think we covered it for like a few nights because we didn't know how long we'd be here, and we figured we'd just pay it all up front.
Okay.
In addition to that, and I like pull him in to like talk, with some bit of privacy. You should know, in the room there's like, I'm not sure there's an easy way to explain this. So in our travels, we met a gelatinous cube, like one of those like big gloopy guys, like yeah, blah, blah, blah,
Oh, you guys are into the weird stuff. Okay.
Scooby. Sort of. So this guy's like sentient and he's nice. Not nice,
Oh,
not like polite or anything like that, but like he won't eat you. And he's
Okay.
generally got a pretty okay disposition, if like flat and monotone. So we brought him with us, and he's camping out in the room, which like we kind of measured, and the room is like roughly as big as he is. No, and I turned to like Wit and Orsik. I'm like, no, there's the alcove in the room where Clavicule is staying.
Yeah, we shoved him in a corner.
oh, okay.
Yeah, like. So just so you know, don't be afraid, and don't try to like hit him with anything. Like he's cool.
Not a
He
problem.
does not like to be stabbed.
I'm not sure we know that empirically yet, but I can infer that he wouldn't want to be.
It's generally fairly well known.
Well, good news. I don't have anything like a dagger. And he seems friendly, then I'm good with it.
Yeah, nice. All right, just wanted to tell you before you freaked out. Once we got in there.
All right. So you head on up to the room. And who's going in first?
That's a leading question.
I'll do it. I volunteer.
Okay. So Fal Dune, as you enter the room, you see that the the candles or lamps have burnt out, so it's pretty dark in the room at this point. But Globagul is sitting over there in his alcove where you left him, and he quivers gently as you walk in, and you get the telepathic message from him. Huh. You have returned. What happened?
I'll answer your question with another question. If you found another gelatinous cube that was sort of like you except couldn't talk to people, would you think you'd be friends with them? Or do you think they would be mean to you?
Who are you talking to?
Oh, sorry, dude. And I'll say out. I guess I was speaking out loud the whole time. Oh, hey, Luther, this is Globagool. Hold on. Does anyone have, like, a light, like a torch or something? Actually, hold on. I'll take
I just pulled my weapon out and just kind of like illuminates the room.
Aces. I look over there. That's where Globagool is. You can see him, like, kind of wiggling and jiggling over there. You know, just chilling out.
Oh,
Yeah. He communicates telepathically, but only to one person at a time. So it's like... Sorry, it just kind of looks like you're talking to yourself when you're talking to him.
tell her what now?
You know, like, he talks with your brain to your brain.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. So, Globagool, if you found, like, another one of you, except, like, you couldn't talk and he would attack people and stuff, do you think you would be his friend? Like, hypothetically.
I don't know. The concept of friends is all still so new. Why do you ask?
Because there was a guy... Oh, I'll now direct this to everybody else in the room. Globagool's asking what happened, so I'm gonna tell it to him. Then I'll turn back to Globagool, and I'll tell him. Sorry, I'll tell them. I don't want to assume. So there's this like wizard guy who could use magic, who was enthralling all kinds of goopy creatures to his will, like gelatinous cubes and like black puddings and stuff, and making them do like really evil things, like attacking peaceful townspeople and stuff like that. So we made that man realize his mistakes and made him stop doing that.
Roll deception? I mean, I guess it's not really deceiving, but it's not the
Well,
whole truth.
yeah, I'm hiding my intentions, certainly. And I did a really good job about it. So we made Globagool like we like made.
I mean, I'm gonna roll insight from the perspective of a gelatinous cube. So give me a second here. You may still make it, but I have some serious doubts.
We killed his will to enslave the gelatinous creatures, and we cut his head off for killing Felix. The head of his dumb-looking staff, to make him feel bad.
Gabagool sits quietly for a few moments. You killed him, didn't you?
I mean, you could like say that. I mean, like if you really want to think about it, I think it was a Luther's axe actually that killed him. So like not for like a sentient person killed him. You know,
I have a
technically.
I thought so. The pull, it disappeared a while ago. I wondered what caused that, and I think now I know.
Do you feel any different, like other than the not being pulled part?
I need to think on this for a while.
Okay, dude. Sorry if we did anything bad to you, like indirectly. No, it seemed like this guy was like a malevolent force. I didn't imagine there was any reason to keep him alive. If it turns out that something bad's gonna happen to you all after all this, like, I'm really sorry about that, dude, and I'm sure everyone else is as well.
I don't know yet. I will think though.
All right, cool. I'll then direct at all of my friends. I'll tell them the conversation that Glopgool and I just had. And then I'll, like, whisper to them. Do you think he bought it that we didn't kill him?
I can't really tell how to tell emotions on that thing.
I mean, it didn't quiver insightfully.
Do they do that?
Yes.
I'm going to need a GIF example of quivering insightfully.
Give me 2 seconds.
Oh,
So while you are having this discussion amongst yourselves, Globagul is just sitting unmoving in his little alcove, and for all intents and purposes, as much as you can tell the emotions and thoughts of a near transparent gelatinous cube, he seems to be thinking.
boom. You're welcome.
Sounds about right. So, anything else?
Uh, this is so much better.
Yes.
I'm gonna delete mine because it's so much worse.
Yeah,
Delete
no,
this,
Wit
nephew.
wins this round. Wit carrying the team again.
These GIF skills. Or these GIF skills. Or
It's
to annoy
GIF.
the kids, these jive skills.
I don't like. It's GIF.
It's GIF.
Definitely.
Well, what does GIF stand for? Like it's an acronym. Damn it, it's an acronym. Is
Acronym.
it not? Is that an acronym? Is that an acronym? I'm pretty sure the G stands for graphical. So unless you say graphical, it's wrong.
Giraffe. Ickle.
Yeah. Graphical image format. Pretty
Boom.
sure.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds right.
It's the only way I would be able to see it.
Interchange format. Sorry.
That's
Okay.
fine. Is
So
if-
I swear, tech is the most acronym, cutesy names, prevalent career I have ever been in. Like even like the business field didn't have as many little acronyms.
Not to put you on the spot, I'd like to hear the first acronym that comes to mind in the tech field.
DFS.
Wapple.
What? Sorry, what just said is what I'm incredulous about.
I think it's really specific to my work in finance, but there's something called a guapple,
I
I can dig it.
I
and it
thought
stands for Gold Update Appliance. Guapple.
you said waffle, and I'm like,
No.
that's amazing.
I wish.
Working with waffles every day.
That would be better.
I know. I want waffles now.
So, did somebody intentionally make that? What you just said as a guapple? Did somebody start with? We need to name it a guapple. Let's come up with words to make guapple.
I think so.
I think people just need to get their shit together and just actually just say it out. Or if it's too long, shorten it to something else.
Well, that's what the That's what the acronym is.
Yeah, but
If we had to, gosh, I've been in, especially lately, I've been in so many meetings. Like if we had to say all of our acronyms, we'd have to extend the meetings. We'd need more workday just to get through the meetings saying all the things.
nah.
When I'm talking about deploying AD with DNS and GCP over God knows how many other acronyms, like it's
take
a whole
some-
language of its own.
I'll take some PCP right now.
Heyo.
But, so how is it in the past they were able to make up new words for things, but now we just can't do that anymore? It's got to be an acronym.
It's a good point.
Fair point.
Nah. I've won.
I'll propose that in my next meeting. No more acronyms, everyone. Just come up with a word.
Tell him Fal Dune.
Make it work.
Tell him your friend Fal Dune said that approximately 4 days after smoking some mushrooms. See how that goes over for you. Because I'll be honest, it's looking good.
All right. Anyway, sorry. We're getting sidetracked a lot tonight.
No.
So, for all intents, it seems like Globagul is just going to continue thinking into the night. So, is anybody doing anything else before you take a rest?
I think I'm good.
Nope.
I'm good.
I'm also good.
All right. Go ahead and take your long rest then,
Woo.
which I think you all probably need at least to some extent.
Okay, here's a dumb question. How many hit do we get hit die back with a long rest or with a level?
With a
I
long
don't
rest.
remember.
So every time you take a long rest, you regain half of your maximum number of hit dice. I think rounded down. I think D&D always rounds
Okay.
down.
I gotta let the dogs back in. Be right back.
Who? So right now you should have 8 maximum hit dice. So you'd gain back 4 of them. I don't know why, but it's very funny to me on this character sheet on the front page where the death saving throws are. They put like the little settings gear in the middle of the button.
Oh yeah. Not gonna lie, this is the first time I've used this character. I've always used the regular Roll20 sheet because it has drag and drop, and this sheet is just like it's
a
like a
lot.
clown fiesta for me. Like not to bash on, I'm just like looking at this thing like whoa.
It's sometimes overly exhaustive with just how much stuff there is and kind of how arbitrarily a lot of it is put together.
It seems very helpful for new players, but at the same time, I'm looking at this like whoa.
It doesn't really seem helpful to new players. So most of the people I talk to, you know, in my myriad of other D&D games, by which I mean the other one I'm involved in right now, a lot of them use D&D Beyond, which that seems a lot more like you drag and drop
Yeah.
it and you can, you know, click the button once and forget about it kind of thing.
I have a friend group that does the same thing. I always use Roll20 because I buy all the books and stuff, and then I turn on file share for the campaign. So all my players get to use it too, like the books and drag and drop and stuff.
Yeah. No.
But then the same shenanigans happens if another friend tries to run a campaign and they don't buy like any of the books, so they get in. They're like, "Why can't I drag and drop this?" I'm like, "Well,
Ooh, yeah, I got bad news for you.
yeah."
I just realized I'm an 8th level druid. I can turn into something that flies. It's a whole new game.
All right. Sorry about that. Somebody being uncooperative.
No
That's
problem.
all good.
Kimber actually dipped a bit of avocado on her mic, so she's wiping it off.
What?
See, I'm glad we get this inside scoop now.
we're having Qdoba.
Is the computer not a sacred space to anyone else? Where it's like, there's no food here.
I mean, a computer can't be sacred space to someone that works in IT. Otherwise, we'd never get to eat.
Truth.
True.
Nah.
I eat at my desk most of the time at work.
Yep. Generally, I eat in about 7 minutes while in a meeting.
I think you all need Jesus.
We could get him through change control. All right, back to where we were. So everybody's had a long rest, and you wake up feeling nice and refreshed the next morning. What's the plan? Where are we going from here?
So we just got paid for selling the spell book to that the sorcerer dude. Does anyone want to use that to get something? Like Luther, I'm not sure. You know what you need supply wise. I'm also not too sure what we have since Felix left. Left his life in the.
To be honest, I'm pretty lucky that most of my stock of rations and stuff didn't get lost when I got washed down to that cave with you guys. I got rations and water and a few other things. I'm pretty much good to go. Torches and a few others.
How many of those do you have? Because
I got 10 sets of them.
all right, nice.
And each one's like kind of like a hefty bag. Like this guy eats.
So, this may not be the time to get into it. What does everyone imagine when they close their eyes and think of a ration? Because for some reason, I just think of like one enormous like round of bread.
Like nuts,
I kind of think of
raisins,
pemmican,
jerky.
of like like dried out like things.
Tried out things.
Yeah.
And
Like
with
oats.
Orsik here, who knows?
Dried out
And
things. Eggs,
bugs.
peanut
And,
butter.
I want the Orsik cooking show, and he's like, "Welcome, guys. Today we're gonna make rations." I went dumpster diving out back, and I found this old boot.
I'm like mixing ingredients and immediately sneeze into the bowl.
This is the
Just
5
flavoring.
ingredients. Thank you for being such a good sport with Orsik. He's a delight.
Oh, it's excellent. I love it.
As long as we just get to hear about him and don't have to actually experience him.
He's like that uncle that we don't talk about.
If we ever do like a in-person D&D, if I really wanted to role play, I think I'd have to like stop showering now.
Orsik shows up at my house for our long weekend D&D session, just like bedraggled, matted hair, stinking, covered in filth.
You can,
It's gotta make you stay outside.
you can hear as he approaches because all the dogs, start barking at him as he passes their homes.
I love it. You just have to
Commitment to the
hose me off
character.
outside.
I'm gonna have to find a creative way to smuggle some illicit substances past border security.
Not even the dogs will know.
So yeah, what's the plan? It's all in your guys' hands.
Right.
So what business do you guys have? What do you guys do? You just fight things, or
Oh,
do
that's
you usually
right.
go about for money?
Oh yeah, you kind of know nothing about us.
Yeah,
I know nothing about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're trusting.
Well, to be fair, we did kill that goop son of a bitch, and not anyone else. So if you think about it, we're pretty trustworthy people, from my perspective, anyway. So I guess our story really begins when we met each other. Like, how long was that? Like 3 months ago, maybe, at like a maximum.
That's probably around right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how much you get out. How exposed you are to like places that aren't here. Do you know that like the world is being covered with some kind of like mysterious evil fog?
Yeah. Actually, I used to help clear out scavenger areas with for places that were too dangerous for a lot of people that were, that would go and retrieve things.
Oh, perfect. All right. So the town where all of us met, there's a guy there named Jonderlug who runs like a shop of magical things, and he thinks that he might know some way to clear the fog from the world. So previously on our kind of adventuring career, we went and got some stuff for him. Like there's this cool sapphire, like a jewel that some guy was carrying and lost. So we brought that back to him, and he was like, "Oh, rad." By the way, I also need this other thing that's like over there. So we went to this like evil wizard's place, and we got like the heart of an Azer. It's like some kind of demon beast that he summoned. We got that brought back to him. He's like, all right, cool. Now I need like a ball of star metal, like this really cool rare metal stuff. So he sent us to like a city of some dwarves, like way over there. Well, you'll find out how we got there, soon enough when we enter this waygate, which you're gonna have a fucking ball with that. So we got there, and the dwarves were like, yeah, we like totally would, like pinky promise, if we could. But there's only like one hammer in the city that's like tough enough to forge star metal. And somebody stole it. So we're like, ah, shit, who's that? And they directed us here to this place with the Smurf Neblins. And they were like, yeah, they have it. And now, as you heard with the wizard, it turns out somebody stole it and went somewhere else with it. So hopefully, once we get this hammer, we're going to head back to the dwarf town, whose name I totally remember.
Nurek.
Nurek, yeah, as I said. It's been there the whole time. Once we get this hammer, we're going to go back to Nurek. Hopefully they're going to forge us some star metal. Then we're going to bring that back to our guy Jonderlug, who would hopefully use that in some kind of magical process to rid the world of the evil fog that's encompassing everything. So
Wow.
it's been quite a journey. We've been all over.
Yeah, quite literally. Even into
It's
almost
accurate.
another world.
Yeah, we've been just about everywhere, and I'm pretty sure we've also been nowhere. I think that's where the nowhere lives. So yeah, it's been it's been a pretty wild ride.
Well, it sounds like you've certainly had an exciting adventure, and I hope you all don't mind that I'm asking to join all of you, and I hope I'll be a valuable part, at least for combat. Things other than that, I'm not so good at.
Yeah, that's fine, dude. Like, if you want to travel with us and help us, do this, as far as I'm concerned, you're more than welcome to join us. Like,
I appreciate it.
yeah, I figured if you were just trying to like swindle us out of something, you'd like probably pick some easier targets.
I'm just in it for the combat. If you need any heavy lifting or reaching the top shelf, I'm your man.
Perfect.
Fantastic. We've been the tallest ones since, the accident.
The accident. Okay, the laugh makes it weirder. What do you mean, the accident?
I'm just going to leave it at that. Anyways, we fight really weird things. So, I mean, at one time we fought a goth on his lair. Yes, I'm all goth. Don't mock my accent!
I was picturing it in my head.
Flippin' Molgoth there at Hot Topic with their chains.
I was picturing
What is like a Gauth? Is it a Gauth?
There was a U in there somewhere.
With more of the at the end.
I'm gonna look it up now. I gotta figure out what the pronunciation is.
I'm gonna say it's a Gauth.
Gauth. Gauth.
Of course, we've been butchering it so hard intentionally.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, when I Google it, it tries to redirect me to OAuth, which back to IT.
IT is everything.
It really is. I don't know. I was going with Gauth.
Gauth.
We can go with Goth. I don't care.
I like either or.
I think they in the next edition of the Monster Manual they should print like pronunciation guides along with.
I would love that.
Or
As
not.
a dyslexic DM, I would love that.
I kind of feel for like a lot of fantasy stuff. They totally should, because fantasy names are sometimes really wild.
Dude, it's so great. One of like the 3 good things I can name about the first Aragon book is they have a glossary in the back that's purely how you pronounce things.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
It's amazing.
That's one of the few fantasy books that I can think of that honestly has that. I think a lot of young adult fiction has it.
Well, here's the thing to me that is kind of stupid about it. All of the stuff that's in English, or like is meant to, like be in English, it's got a pronunciation for it. But like the foreign language, like the ancient language, they don't tell you how to pronounce those things, so you gotta guess. But
Like GG, good luck.
right, but like his name could have been Giod, for all I know, but it's not. It's Jode. Ah, it's great. Granted,
Of course.
should have spelt it the fucking right way to begin with, but we take what we can get.
Odd. It's when you just get real creative with your pronunciations.
Right, but they actually tell you how to pronounce it. Oh, it's great. They need.
It is good.
I think that'd be cool with D&D. Or it's just like they could trace the lineage back through time. How it's like, here's how the language evolved. Is like, here you can see the split between like Gauth and Goth. Like you can see who's played with whom by seeing like how the language descended, like which one you learned. Adam, get right on that. I expect a full write-up by next session.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. All right. Any other questions you had for them?
No other questions.
I'm not sure if this is a question, but it's something that should be brought up. So generally, how it used to work back when Felix was alive is a lot
Accident.
of. Yeah,
Oh, that was the accident.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. Back when it was the 4 of us, we kind of had like a general fund with the money. Excuse me. Where it's like none of us really had any like big burning desires on what to spend money on, so any money we were fine just having like the group have access to. We'd just keep a small fund of that. So like at any time we'd have, like me personally, I kept like half of my money in the communal fund and like half of it just like for me if I wanted to make like an impulse buy. So if you'd like to access that, you can go for it. If you want to put some money in, you can go for it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's just like, like however much you want to put in, you can go for it. Or if you want to do none, that's also cool. I don't want to pressure you into anything.
Sure, let's wait till our first payout before I give you my money.
Okay, well, I'm not sure how much we're going to be paid. Like, in this entire process, I don't think anyone has promised to pay us with money. So, I guess
really?
that's another important thing to bring up front. Can you guys remember?
The last time we were paid with money?
Well, the last time is when I sold that dude the spell book, so that was like 12 hours
Literally
ago.
that, yeah. That's the
Yeah.
most recent memory.
Yeah,
A lot of it's been, oh my gosh, thanks for helping us, have some dinner, but also pay me money.
Well, how about we start asking for money, and I will put money into the pot. Don't have much need for money myself, but that seems fair.
Yeah. Mostly the communal fund was spent for like money for torches and things, and Felix, God rest his soul, could do this cool thing where he just like casts a spell and just makes light happen. So that was pretty baller when you can't go outside
Sounds
without
interesting.
having a lit torch.
I've managed to luck out so far on the sword, but I understand that might be an issue for you all. Yes, I would be happy to help out with that. Do you need torches now?
Nah, it's more for like when the fog's around, and or if we're in some kind of like really dark passageway. So most of us can see in the dark, reasonably well. Felix couldn't, which was a big reason we needed the torches. How well can you see just like if there was no light or anything around?
I can see. Well, as much as any other orc.
Alright, sweet. Out of character, does that mean that you have dark vision?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I feel like that didn't actually answer the question at all. Yeah, I can. I have dark vision.
Alright, sweet.
What do you mean you don't know how well orcs see in the dark? That's racist.
Sorry, I've never met an orc before. I feel like that's hey, I had like an orc friend back in like high school. Like, hey, not racist.
One of my friends is a half orc.
My father, his business associate, was a half orc. So with that, like you know, now that all of us can see in the dark, I think the torches thing probably won't be a huge issue until we get to the surface, where the fog is. But at such time, we will probably need them, and I don't know how many we have right now.
Well, let's get some new ones then.
It's let's hope this place has them. Something we learned pretty early on is that a torch is a lot harder to come by than I would have first assumed, and or they're just
Really?
like vastly more expensive.
I guess it makes sense. If you're not near wood, then what are you making it with?
Well, not only that, but like in that town where we all met each other, it's, you know, a relatively small place where like they needed the torches to like go out and harvest food and stuff. So it's like it's a pretty hot commodity. So, you know, we were
Right.
basically had to like outbid people, you know, for the torches. We did try to like cobble a few together, but like none of us are really talented woodsmen like that, so none of us you know, we did like an okay job at best of doing that. Also, this may be a random question, but I promise you it's not. Do you feel a compulsive magical need to eat tree bark for sustenance?
I don't, thankfully.
Okay. Weird. In that case, I have no idea what I'm going to do with all this tree bark. I guess
I've been actually working. I've heard people of my order at one point were able to make food, but I can't figure out for the life of me how to do it yet. So maybe one day, but otherwise, nice, good, warm-in food, or whatever we scavenge on the road.
or alternatively, it's not, you know, like super tasty, but it is filling in like a, yes, this is sustenance kind of way.
I don't think I'm gonna eat tree bark.
No, well, you and me both, buddy. Felix, our guy who, you know, until recently was part of the party. Like one day he just cast a spell, and then ever since then he fucking ate tree bark, and I don't understand, and it's been driving me crazy.
Have you ever experienced ants coming out of your eyes?
I take it's the same person that ate the tree bark.
That's an accurate
Alright.
guess.
I don't think I've done that either.
Okay.
I had an uncle that made a garden once.
Third question: has anyone ever said the two words to you, grappling hook, and your entire demeanor just radiated happiness?
It sounds cool, but no. A lot of ropes are hard to fit me usually.
Would you be compelled to buy 3 ladders if the deal was just right?
Hey, that's not fair. I think that guy's some kind
I
of
take
mind
offense to
control.
that too.
I think that guy was a part of Big Ladders.
I think he had some kind of mind control spell or something. I couldn't detect it, but like no one could be that persuasive.
Best salesman in the realm.
All right. So beyond that, oh, speaking of the sustenance thing, me being so in tune with the powers that be of like nature, I can cast a spell and make us some food. So like, as long as you don't mind having just the most bland, flavorless, but like,
That's the spell I've been working on too.
oh,
No,
nice.
that sounds exciting. It'll be interesting to see somebody who can actually make it themselves.
Yeah, let's do it. It's maybe next time we're on the road, I can show you how to do it.
I kind of reached them. I'm like, I want to get a seasoning packet at some point too. If you're able to do that, that could be fun.
Well,
I don't know if anybody even sells that anymore though. Maybe if we find some in some old ruins.
a spice packet?
Yeah,
Do-
add something to the food.
Do people not grow spices anymore?
I'm sure you can find some spices somewhere. In the current apocalyptic climate, perhaps they'll be rather dearly priced, but
Yeah,
you'll be able to
Maybe we
find
could
some.
challenge someone to an arm wrestling match for some cinnamon.
I think that'd be the easiest way for me to get it. I'm all for that.
The hot sauce wars.
All right. So if all of the introduction chatter is out of the way, where are you guys going and what are you doing?
Ooh. I'll answer that question with another question. So those preceded by a statement. So, essentially, the sorcerer told us that we could use the way gates to get back. Is that right?
Correct. He said he was aware of a way gate nearby that would lead back into the ways.
Okay. At this point, do we know how long it would take us to travel to get there?
Yeah, he did give you directions, and from the directions he gave, it looks roughly a day's worth of travel to get to the way gate.
Okay. So I'll turn to everyone else and I'll ask them. Are we gonna try to take Globagul back with us? Because I would rather do that as opposed to any of the alternatives I could think of. But it would involve having to disguise him like we disguised him to get here by turning him into something else to leave town with him.
I mean, if he wants to come with us, absolutely.
It's
Would people take offense to him if he was with us?
well, the
Um,
Globagul is like he's a gelatinous cube, which is like traditionally a monster which tries to kill people. In the same way
Right,
that
but if they're with us, though, hardened warriors, you think they're more likely to do anything? They might freak out a bit.
I guess it's also wouldn't be the
We could
weirdest.
probably let the guards know, too, to potentially have them around, just in case.
Yeah, I guess it also wouldn't be the weirdest thing we ever came back to town with. I think the biggest hurdle would be
What?
like
What is the weirdest thing you've come back to town with?
it's you'll see in the town when we get
You
back to
know-
it.
you'll just have to see it. Guys, remember the displacer kitten?
Oh, what do you think I was talking about?
What did we ever name him?
I don't know. I feel sad
I
now.
don't recall a name.
I will amend my statement to we definitely didn't, at least officially.
That's true.
I guess not.
What's a displacer kitten?
Have you ever heard of a? Oh, I feel bad now. Have you ever heard of a displacer beast?
No.
Okay, excellent. You'll see one, hopefully in like a week or so.
Oh, cool.
You know what? We may not live that long, so don't worry about it.
Hopefully you live that long with me on your side.
Yeah, that'll be your reward if we ever make it back to Serapin.
Looking forward to it. All right. I kind of give like a thumbs up, but like eyes are like a kind of fake smilish, like confused.
I'm happy and also concerned.
Yeah.
Luther is starting to wonder who he's fallen in with.
I feel like if falling in with any adventure group is like taking LSD and getting locked in a closet at this point. Like,
Do you have any?
I see some wild stuff. No, not particularly.
Do you want some mushrooms? I got 11 left.
Yes.
Stop giving people drugs.
I've never given anybody any drugs up to and including right now. Unless. We can talk about that later. But,
Deal.
I think that's about the long and short of it. Yeah, we've just kind of been, like, on the road, as it were, for, like, yeah, ever since we got together, it's been kind of crazy. Right now, I don't think food's going to be a problem. Again, as long as you don't mind just the blandest food ever in history.
I'm used to rations. Let me tell you, after all this time, I hate rations. I hate them so much. I'll eat anything else.
Perfect.
I'd eat nuts for a week straight. It's not fun. It's fun for like the first day.
Oh, well, hopefully you can find something else. Hopefully I like good berries better.
Good what now?
That's what I call the spell is good berry. Because it makes good berries. You know, trying to
You
like...
eat a spell? Well, I guess that makes sense with the food that you create.
No, I cast a spell and then to make food, and then you eat the food. What are you talking about? What does your spell do? I'm concerned now.
I don't have that spell.
Yeah, but you just said, like...
I haven't been able to figure it out.
So what's...
Can you tutor me on it?
Has anybody figured it out?
At least not where I'm from. Or at least not in the group I was with. We were just a bunch of warriors. I was one of the only people that could even make magic.
Your spell concern... So you cast... In your mind, you cast your spell to make food, and then what happens? Because when I do it, it's like I make, like, some food, and then I have to eat it.
Yeah, I guess I've never heard of someone making like fruits. I guess I never really thought about it. I've only read about people being able to make food. Sorry, I guess it just catches me off guard hearing it from reading it to seeing it happen.
Okay, you know what? I guess when I go to cast the spell, I guess then you can see what happens.
Perfect.
A picture is worth 1,000 words, so we're good on food. We won't need the torches until we get to the surface. It did, maybe out of character, I guess in character if anyone wants to answer. Did the sorcerer or the king describe Amber and where we're going? Like, for example, I'm curious if it's above ground in the fog, or if there's no fog there.
He did not give you any description of the place, but if you will all roll history, which is our first roll of the session, now that we're an hour and a half in.
Hell yeah.
Well, no, wait. We did have the deception roll that was phenomenal.
Woo!
Amazing.
Sorry, I mean horrendous.
A 1 and a 2. That's awesome. That's what you want
It's
to see
almost
right there.
better than if it was 2 1s, just to like highlight the point. Yeah. So if everybody can give a history roll, we'll see who knows something about Amberim from their own past.
This is like the first time I've heard the word Ambervale, and I'm gonna be like,
Amberim, yes. A dense tree-like resin.
You there? Bang.
Huh?
Orsik?
I'm here all the time.
We need a history roll.
Roll history.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even hear that.
Sorry.
Alternatively, you could tell us what you know about Amberim right now, without a history roll.
Not a lot, likely. I'm kind of just here for the ale. I don't even really know these people.
Whoa,
"You're a man after my own heart."
could you ferment good berries into alcohol? Okay, as soon as we get this fog thing cleared up, we're doing some experimentation.
Don't they
You could boil them.
disappear if not eaten after like 24 hours or something? Wouldn't that be kind of an issue?
Maybe.
You could boil them and make them into a juice.
Maybe we need like a time dilation spell.
Yeah, just strain the juice, and then all the the hard stuff goes away.
That sounds delicious.
Well, here's a question. If we press the juice out and mix the juice with water within 24 hours, would the juice separate from the water and just disappear?
Maybe if it's too heavy, but I mean, you could probably shake it up like a salad dressing.
Would it just create a vacuum when it disappears? Okay, step
Maybe
1, fog. Step 2, magical experimentation.
Could have some science experiments over the campfire tonight.
Fal Dune, why
Alright.
did you spend all 11 of your spell slots on Goodberry? Shut up. Don't talk to me.
I'm doing science.
I'm busy.
I'm learning.
Leave me alone, Mom.
All right. So Orsik.
I wonder if you could mix the good berries with alcohol.
The berries lose their potency if they've not been consumed within 24 hours. Never says they disappear.
True. So it's just really
I'm trying to
pretty
find a
alcohol.
dwarf picture that's like, hey, I'm a alcoholic, and it's not working. So instead, I found a dwarf that's a shit.
You cut out at the worst time. I thought his sleeve was just many bulbs of garlic attached as if to make an armored sleeve.
That would have been amazing.
That's how he carries his garlic, and it would improve Orsik's smell.
Now he's a little
That's
spicy.
why I have the eggs.
I'm picking up just a hair curling stench. Ooh, but there's also garlic.
Ooh.
All right. So Orsik, you have some prior knowledge of Amberum. You know that, and I'll just say it here rather than having you relay it to everyone. You know that it is a. Hang on, I wrote this down. It is a monastery, kind of in a mountainous area, about 7 days northeast of Serapen, where you guys were based before. And where's the rest of my note about it? The monks of Amberham were always known to be a secretive and reclusive bunch, and there were rumors that their monastery had been built on top of some old mines or caves of some kind.
Ooh, speaking my
But
language.
aside from right, that's probably would be where you would have picked it up as a dwarf.
Yeah.
Some rumors about the mines and the caves beneath the monastery. But that would be all that you know about it, and that information obviously kind of predates the current uh, apocalypse.
Cool. We should probably head there. And I did, just so you guys know, in the glyphs section, I put the Amberim glyph so we know where to go.
Perfect.
Oh, red. Thank you, dude.
I forgot you guys had a notepad for that.
I also forgot we had a notepad for it.
All right. So while all this discussion is occurring, Globagool has been sitting quietly in the corner, but Fal Dune, you receive a telepathic message from him. It sounds like you're ready to leave.
Yeah, I think we've got just about everything we need. Do you mind if Luther tags along with us instead of Felix?
I do not mind, but I have a favor to ask.
Oh, sweet, of course, anything, dude.
Can you help me get out of the city?
Yeah, we could try. It's probably a good idea, what with the recent, goop attack that went on.
Thank you. I, I, I don't feel the pull anymore, but I feel like I should search for others, and I need to get out of the city without trouble.
Oh, sure, dude. We could turn you into something like we did when you came in.
That would be helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. Alright, so everyone, Global is asking for help to get out of the city. So Luther, since you weren't here for it, how we got him in here was we waited on, like, the outskirts of town, and I used a spell to transform him into a dog, which would not erase suspicion. And then we just walked him into town. And once we got into this room where we asked people to not bother us, he was able to turn back into, what you see here. So to get him out of the town, I'm thinking I'm going to transform him into a dog again so we could just leave without raising suspicion. And then once we're in the wilderness where people can't see us, we just let him turn back into good old Globagool.
That works perfectly fine for me. It sounds like you have it more thought out than I do.
Yeah. I think that was like a half hour of just scratching our heads trying to think of a solution. All right. I can't think of anything I need. So if you guys are ready to go, I'm also ready. Or if you want to like,
I got all my stuff and throw on my backpack.
All right.
I think we're fine here.
yeah. All right.
Okay. And anything you're doing on the way out of town, or should we just skip to getting out of town?
Don't think.
I'd say skip on my end, but communal vote.
Yeah, I can't think of anything I need to do aside from, before we leave the room, polymorph Globagool.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can't really think of anything either. I do still have, I'll just throw this out to the group, I do still have that strange metal ingot that was kind of identified as star metal.
Yeah, isn't that what we're hauling around with us to get the hammer for?
I think so that we can put it together, but just throwing it out there in case there's something I should be doing with it, and I pulled an Orsik.
Oh, didn't you know? That's exactly what you've been looking for the last 17 seconds.
Right.
Half the campaign, you've just been carrying it in your pocket.
You didn't realize
Nope.
before, this is what a sphere looks like.
Wow.
I'm sorry, did I say sphere? I meant square. Yeah, you've got it. Answered. You can retcon the last 17 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
No, you have the ingot, but they needed the dwarves at Nuruk told you that they needed that special hammer in order to forge it into a perfect spear for the
That's
purpose
right.
of the ritual.
That's right, Nuruk. That's where I was thinking. I was like, I know it wasn't the halfling place or wherever we might be now, whatever these smaller creatures are.
The Smurf Neblin, as
Yeah, Smurf Neville. Yeah,
Blindenstone. Yeah, come on, man. Being here, we should know the local ways. By the way, Orsik, maybe you can answer me this question. Since you're a dwarf and you're good with working with metal, how in the world is a hammer going to help us make something into a circle?
Ah, you failed to underestimate the hammer. Yes, it's yeah. He kind of goes on a tangent that doesn't really make any sense. You're not really convinced that he knows anything about it, but he throws words out like the angle of attack is what makes the
Lots of
beveled
acronyms.
edges on. And so yeah, he just kind of goes on for like 5 minutes about nonsense.
I believe about half of it. Although the other half I'm still suspicious. I'll whisper to what, like, angle of attack I could see, but, like, when he said that's why we need the eggs is because they were also round, he started losing me.
The rotten eggs are a critical part of the forging process.
All in new
Sulfur
time.
smell.
See, the fumes are so pungent when they're lit aflame, it's hotter than any forge.
All right. So, you guys are heading out of town.
Yeah.
You polymorph. What kind of dog is Glabagul again?
I was gonna make a King Charles Spaniel. The most adorable of all dogs. Arguably.
Obvious.
But, not arguably.
All right. So you polymorph Glabagul into a King Charles Spaniel. He sort of takes a quick lap around the room and sends you another telepathic message. This is fun. I forgot how fast it can go.
Yeah, totally, dude. Nice to, grow some legs and stretch them every once in a while.
So you start heading out of town, and you make it back to the front gate. The guards there usher you out and lead you through the. I don't know if you all recall, but when you entered town, they kind of led you through an area, like a little maze area with lots of walls and gates around it, murder holes and pits and things like that would make it very difficult to invade. But they lead you back out through all of that and into the Underdark proper. So you are left out in the Underdark with the town, the lights of the town behind you, just sort of looking out at the gloom and the freedom of the open underground road.
The freedom of being in an enormous cavern.
Yay.
Far from the world which lays beyond.
I mean, freedom of an enormous cavern, freedom of a hellscape world filled with mist. Really, our options are quite sunny and joyous.
So you do have the directions. I assume you're gonna start taking off that, following those.
I'd like to.
Sure.
It's a great idea. I'm about it.
As you begin to follow the path that was left to you by the king to reach the Waygate. After a few minutes of walking, Glabagul sends Fal Dune another telepathic message. I think I leave you here. I feel I must find others of my kind and speak with them.
You can follow us if you want to, dude.
I appreciate your kindness, but this is something I think I must do.
Alright. And I'll tell the
I've
others.
heard sewer systems are always looking for food or creatures of your kind. If it's not demeaning to you, you might be able to have some luck there in some abandoned cities or areas. Maybe aqueducts or something.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you. I will not forget all of your kindness to me.
Here, dude. I'll give you some to remember us by. Here, hold on. And I've been carrying around this little glass bottle. Fal Dune's gonna take a shot in the dark and assume that glass would not be dissolved by whatever Global is made out of. And I'm just gonna well, it has an hour passed since we cast the spell, and he's turned back into Global, or is he still a dog?
Yeah, I'd say he's out of dog form now.
All right, sweet. I'm gonna take my tiny glass bottle and press it into him, into his blobbiness.
It's blobbiness.
Oh, here you go, dude. I'd hate to, leave you with nothing. Also, hopefully we'll recognize you in the future if we see a little glass bottle in you.
The gelatinous cube kind of shimmers a little bit, and the bottle shifts gently inside. Thank you. It is beautiful. I wish you well on your journey.
Yeah, I wish you well too, dude. Global wishes us well on our journey.
Aw.
Yeah, he says, there's something calling him to seek out other blobby dudes of his kind. So he's gonna leave us. He's gonna part ways with us here so we can do that while he's still around some of his dudes.
With that, Globagul turns. He has no face. There's no front, there's no back, so he doesn't turn. He just starts.
He does have corners.
That's
He
true.
just
He does
goes.
have corners.
Boom.
Begins moving down a side corridor off into the darkness.
Bye, dude. I hope we see you again someday.
Goodbye, friend.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's kind of sad. Kind of thought we could travel with him for, a little bit, but... Yeah. To be honest, I was kind of
To
hoping...
be fair, I don't think he can move as fast as us.
I don't think he can, but at the very least, it would have been funny watching people react to him when we got to, a new town or something.
I don't think he could ride a horse either.
Just a jello cube on a horse.
Maybe he could. We never tried.
Maybe you could cart.
Sorry, come again?
Maybe you could put him in a cart.
Maybe we had our cart. Do
He's
we
gonna
have...
eat like a square in the wood.
I was just thinking of this earlier. I don't remember where you guys left your cart.
I don't remember either.
Wait, you guys have a cart?
Not
Yeah,
anymore.
well,
Have you not been listening? We lost it. We don't know where. But no. Oh, sorry. We used to have a cart. Then, in the process of coming into the Underdark down here, dude, we lost track of it somewhere. I know I wrote it down in my journal, but I'll have to look through it. Maybe as we're walking, I could do that.
There's probably an icon for it somewhere on one of these.
Huh.
Oh, I know where it is.
I don't think so. I just Command F carted. Oh, we left the cart on the surface world. Boom.
Yeah, it's in the Goblin Cave.
At least it wasn't also grappled by the cave-dwelling tooth tentacle dude.
Ugh.
End quote.
Yep, I've got the icon for it on the Goblin Cave level, and that was where you guys crawled into that small hole underneath the chest. So that's where you had to leave it.
So Luther, we're of split minds about this. If you had to give a name to your cart, what would that name be?
It's just this long silence. He is clinking.
3 people staring very intently at him.
There's a
Everyone
correct.
is deadly serious.
There is a correct answer to this, by the way, and you better know.
McCartface?
Sorry, come again.
Cardi McCartface?
Yes!
Not bad. Not as good as Bongo Cart, but
The cardigan?
It's okay.
The cardigan.
Cardi B. Oh man,
I do like that.
Oh,
I do like that.
damn.
I don't regret naming the cart Bongo Cart, but Cardi B is not bad.
That's really actually pretty good.
Well, if you ever are reunited with your cart, Now you can rename. Get that painted on the side.
Pongo cart, parentheses, Cardi B. Oh, how are we going to transport the cart too now that Felix isn't here?
I mean, Luther's pretty muscular. He can probably grab it.
I'm not sure he has the same emotional connection to the cart that Felix did.
He might. Do you feel emotionally connected to carts?
Not particularly.
Do you?
Would you like to?
Why not try to find a mule or something?
Well, here's the problem: is our dude Felix was just like physically a large dude. Like he could carry the weight of like 8 people, and so he volunteered to like carry the cart, to like negate the need for pack animals and stuff like that. And in the course of doing that, like he emotionally bonded with that cart. I feel like is the only way to describe it. Where like he was just better able to do
I
things.
think I have a solution that might make all parties happy.
Go on.
I'm gonna get one of my friends out here. I'm gonna, if you all don't mind giving me a few minutes, and FYI, I'm gonna use Fine Steed if I can.
Before I heard the end of that sentence, I heard I'm going to use Find Steve.
Is your
His name is Steve.
And he fine.
There he is.
There's no materials to it or anything.
Okay. An unusually intelligent, strong, and loyal steed. Okay. And what form does it take?
A warhorse, actually.
All right. So you summon a spirit warhorse, and it stands there, on stomping on the ground next to you.
Hey, Steve.
It tosses its head and whickers.
Can you help move a cart later if these guys track it down?
Steve nods enthusiastically.
Thanks, bro. I kind of like fist bump his side. That's all I had.
He gives you the cool guy single nod, just up. Okay.
I'm gonna dismiss him so he can disappear again.
Poof! Steve disappears. Guess that solves your cart problem.
well,
Yeah. That work for you guys?
Works for me.
Yeah, as long as Steve doesn't mind pulling the cart, I have no problem with it.
Nah, he said he didn't mind.
Oh,
maybe
Red.
he'll get emotionally attached to the cart.
Yeah, he could do it. It wouldn't be the first time. And it may not be the last.
All right. So, I think we can get to our journey now. We're almost done with our session. I would like to say this has been fantastic. All of the organic introduction and discovery of the backstory has been very good exposition. So, continuing down the path that was set before you by the mayor, I think he was the mayor of Blingden Stone, you travel through the Underdark. The journey does take you through regions that are pretty similar to the ones that you've seen before. Several areas where the stone of the floor is cracked and riven with ravines and gorges that you have to carefully pick your way around, and some small winding tunnels carved out of the rock by some unknown creature or force in the past. Other caverns that are enormous, so large that you cannot see the far side of them or the ceiling above you, and indeed cannot even hear your own echo come back. But it's all stuff that you've encountered before. Nothing too unusual. Everybody go ahead and give me a perception check.
I was this close
Holy
to
cow.
hitting persuasion.
I still love that.
Wit's got like 6 eyes open.
I had my coffee and I'm here for it.
All right. So it's actually going to be pretty much everybody. So I guess I should give a little bit of scenery for where you are. So you are coming out of a tunnel. Think roughly the size of like a subway tunnel. Not that your characters would know that, but just so you can envision it. A tunnel coming out of the rock, roughly that large, and entering into an area that it's a cavern that you can pretty much see across it because there are some luminescent mushrooms, little patches of them scattered around. Don't get excited, Fal Dune. And you can see that the cavern's probably 100 yards across or so. There does appear to be some bit of running water in the middle of it, a creek or something. And the three of you who aren't Luther hear the faint clatter of a couple of rocks falling, as if something has knocked them over as you are about to enter the cavern. Seems like it's coming from relatively far across the cavern, but the trail that you're on does take you across to the other side.
Did anyone else hear that, or that's just the echoes playing tricks on me again?
I figured I was just hungover.
Well, that could be true, but I heard some rocks falling from a little ways into that there cave.
Same.
Yeah, so how you want to do this?
Murder?
I like murder.
Me too. Maybe they have loot.
I'll never run from a challenge.
Sure, I
See,
can't.
Luther likes murder.
Well, it looks like I'm outvoted. I was gonna say we talked to it peacefully, but
Oh,
I've
I
been
mean, if it's
outvoted.
sentient, for sure.
Poor Jacob always gets into the role where he's like the only pacifist on the team,
Aw.
and everyone else is like, "Oh, something that's breathing, let's kill it."
Let's stab it. To be fair, there's not much, in the way of entertainment during the apocalypse, so I'm afraid stabbing's all we got.
I guess on a happier note, Jacob, we might have just single-handedly been like responsible for like the uprise of slimes with intelligence.
It's gonna be like a slime union.
Get out your clipboards.
Yeah.
That's where.
All right.
Do we want to like sneak up on the danger, or just be like, yeah, and hope that we scare it?
I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do that in this.
I mean,
Yeah,
every
I'm
time
not a
I
sneaky.
try to sneak, you guys are all cling clang 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 behind me.
Well, how about this? I could just stay way back here, and you guys try doing that.
What if I pick you up as a weapon and use you?
Improvised weapon. High elf.
I don't think it could be much worse.
I'm really though. I'm down
Damage,
for anything.
And your opponent makes a Constitution save or suffers 1 level of intoxication.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. As I'm tucking away one of the glowing mushrooms into my pack, along with the other ones that are already in there.
Weaponized contact high. Well, it's your guys' decision.
Shall we?
Well, you want me to go say hi with my hammer?
Yeah.
I can join you.
Wait, I'm sorry. I
Okay.
think we may just run in there.
Yeah, that's fine. Let him power walk on in. You and I will, saunter behind.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's saunter.
Onwards.
Begin sauntering.
I don't know why, but I assumed you guys could see through my webcam, where I just did like the Scooby-Doo high step, like sneak.
I love doing that.
All right. I'm gonna drag you to a map here.
Whee.
All right. Is the dynamic lighting working?
I can see some mushrooms over there, so I'm gonna say yes.
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 All right. So everybody.
One heads up though, it doesn't have like update only on drop turned on. So like if you like wiggle a screen around, it just like shows the map.
Okay. Let's see. Do. that better?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Actually, yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. And Orsik, we got rid of the red, right? We don't
Yeah,
have that
yeah. No,
anymore.
no more red. I'm seeing normal now. Yeah.
Good.
Everything's invisible. Just sounds like a normal day for Orsic.
He's doing his best, sweetie.
Yeah.
All right. So, you enter the cavern, and looking at the terrain, you can see that there's not quite a cliff, but there's some pretty steep walls heading down into a creek of some kind, or a small river running through the center of the cavern. And the trail that you are instructed to take says that you need to find a way to cross it. And that sound that you heard was coming from somewhere over that way. Hard to say with the echo.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to saunter myself up to this these rock walls. This area right here, that's supposed to designate that there's a
Want me to
we're on a lower plateau, correct?
want me to give you a
No,
boost?
you were on the upper level, and what's below
Oh.
you is
Ah, that's the river. I can
I
hear the
see.
rushing water.
trick of perspective.
I see like bones up there or something.
It's probably nothing.
Probably just,
All
Little,
right.
little bones.
Luther, you do indeed see a very large pile of very many bones.
Ah, shit. I
Well.
feel like we've seen this before.
That's like 1, 2, 3. It'll be as well as a lot.
Well, I count
ran out of
8,000
ham.
bones, so that would be 40 people. We've seen this before, not in the Underdark, but up in the above world. There was a worm came out of that and started attacking us. So
Oh, what now?
it was like, imagine a worm, and then imagine that like 10 feet long, and just nesting in like a nest of bodies.
Wait, was it big?
Do you understand how long 10 feet is? Sorry, sorry.
Yeah.
The sass came out.
Let's get it.
It was big. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but I'm afraid of facing another one.
I honestly forgot about that.
It may be the only thing I've ever encountered that rivaled Orsik's stench.
Oh. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of bones here, which means people are getting eaten by it or things. We could deal with it. Maybe make the trade route safer or any routes, but we also could totally just walk past this.
I hope we can walk past it.
I
If
think we have to cross, don't we? I think we have to go in
Oh.
the general direction.
Well, if it's any
So-
plus side, if it's not melting bones, there might be a chance that other things are left behind that you all could take.
I do like loot. First, though, I'm going to do something I've never done before, and I'm going to look up.
Whoa.
I thought he was going to say he was going to get in the water. Going to take a
Is there
bath.
anything that I see, on the ceiling that is... I know some of them are stalactites, but is there anything that I notice? Any, I don't know, drooling stalactites?
Give me a first. Well, you're actively looking, so give me an investigation.
Can I help him out by trying to hold my mace higher up or anything?
You can roll an investigation too, and then we'll use both your rolls.
Sounds good.
All right, Torval. Right now, if you could answer me, if you'll allow the math to concatenate their two answers, could you give me a yes or no on that without knowing what that is?
You want to concatenate their answers?
Yes.
I mean, I'm not going to let you use 1,018 or 101,418.
Are you
That's
sure?
what you're asking. I'm positive.
Oh.
I'm in IT. I know what concatenate means.
Yeah.
I was like, you're asking the wrong DM, dude.
Well, also, I wasn't gonna be like, you said yes. We've rolled 1,000. But
Could you imagine?
I'm just
You
so
find
used,
everything.
I'm used to people not knowing what I'm talking about. It's weird. Granted, I should have known you specifically. The one time I was a DM for you, and I'm like, you're gonna have to go collect beeswax, and you're like, that's not how bees works. I'm like, shut up, you don't know. And you're like, my wife and I used to cultivate bees. Should have known. Never got anything past him.
Can't slip anything by me.
I've been playing guitar longer than you, asshole. Take that. Boom, I win. Victory's mine.
I'll definitely have to give you that one.
Children.
Enjoy that harmonica.
I can remember us even like taming a hawk or something, and you were like, "Oh yeah, no, they actually don't care about you at all." I learned
Oh,
something.
I remember that. I went and pulled a falconry book off the bookshelf.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what falcons eat. You gotta go get like some dead mice.
Day old chicks.
Yeah.
Super sad. Anyway, yeah. So you take a look around. You're looking at the ceiling specifically. I assume looking for either piercers or ropers, and you do not see any. No, none of the stalactites look particularly suspicious. You do notice, though, and I was going to give you this one even before you rolled the check, that from your current vantage point, you can see, and I'll use my pointer tool here. So you're up on a ledge somewhat above the water, call it 10 or 15 feet. A little higher than you probably want to jump normally. But over here, there is a slope leading out of the water. And you can just see the edge of, there's a little bit of a beach or an entrance to the water down here as well. I think that's your cone of visibility.
You can always hit like Control L to view what they see.
Really?
Yeah.
Why weren't you here the whole time?
I feel like you're going to teach him helpful things, but also not helpful to us things.
That's amazing.
If I could ask you for a favor, and just like every 10th bit of actual advice, if you could replace that with something that's just like untrue.
One is a lie.
I'd appreciate it. Like sprinkle it in with the
I-
true ones.
I did not know that. That's awesome. Because
didn't
I
either.
have asked that so many times before. Like, hey, can you like use your pointer or something? Mark out where you can see, so I know what you're looking at.
Yeah, I had to Google it because I'm like, there's got to be an easier way that I don't know.
No, that's awesome. Would be cool for screenshots too. All right. Anyway, yeah. So you don't see any suspicious stalactites. Not any more suspicious than normal stalactites, at least. What are they doing up there, just hanging on the ceiling like weirdos?
How'd they get up
Not
there?
paying
You
taxes.
see where you might be able to get down to and then back out of the river on the other side.
Okay.
About how fast is the river moving? Could I see from where I am?
It is moving fast enough that if you dropped something floating in it, it would disappear. It would float away, but slowly enough that it does look like you could wade across it without too much difficulty.
Does it? I'm not sure how well I'd be able to tell this from the surface. Does it look like there's like something bad that's in there, like a school of fish that'll like eat our toes off?
I mean, I guess it depends on your definition of bad. Like, Giardia is pretty bad, but, you know, you'd never be able to tell looking at it.
Question for the DM.
Okay.
I have this, but it doesn't exactly specify. I'm really focused on the last part.
I like it. I love where this is going, by the way.
What does it actually mean, though? I'm having trouble, like, understanding. Like, it's just... Like, my strength mod, I think, is, like, +3, so that's just 3 more feet.
Yes. So
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
there's some kind of in the rules as written, there's some way to determine how far your character can jump under various conditions. Like if you take a running start, or if you do it from standing still and stuff like that. I can't remember exactly what the math says about how far a standard running long jump is, but whatever that is, you can jump an additional 3 feet beyond that.
When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet immediately before the jump. When you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance.
So Orsik, it sounds like you'd be able to jump 20 feet from what that means. So if your score is a 16, is that right?
17 plus 3.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
So you'd
So
be able to
20 feet.
long jump 20 feet.
I see. Well, I was throwing this out there because I was thinking we do have rope, and I could tie a rope around myself, and I thought that, oh, I think I have that jumping thing, and then I read it and was very confused. So just throwing it out there, I don't mind taking a leap with a rope on and then helping you guys across if that's at all possible.
I personally would love to see the long jump prowess of Orsik.
I too would like my stubby little legs to push my heavy armor wearing ass across this thing.
He just
And
like
the bonus
levitates.
is if you fail, it's a bath, so everybody wins except for you.
Well, I'm for it if you guys want to, or if you have other ideas.
Go for it.
I was
Go ahead.
thinking about going this way and like trying to jump over here.
Away from the bones? Yeah, it seems like a good idea.
And I think I could give you a slight advantage to going that way since you're aiming for an area of lower elevation, so you can probably get a couple extra feet out of it.
Then we're
Okay.
taking him to the Olympics.
Well, I'm down. What, do you guys have any other ideas? What do you guys think?
Do we have some kind of contingency in case you fall in accident? Oh, how about this? I'll take a rope, and I'll go like over here this way, so that hopefully you don't fall in. But if you do, try to like anchor yourself towards this rope, and I'll pull you up.
How far down is it? Does it look roughly?
But depending on exactly where you're standing on the edge of the ledge here, it's about 10 to 15 feet down to the surface of the water, so not crazy far.
Oh, okay.
Oh no. Where am
Yeah,
I
so
standing?
I think I'll take this rope. Do I have one on me? Oh, I gave it to Felix. I don't have any rope on me.
Oh, So I just realized I don't either.
This could be a short-lived plan.
Oh, I do have. I've got. It doesn't specify how much, but I do have a length of rope.
Pretty sure I have some too. Hang on.
Hopefully that would be at least 20 feet? Question mark? I don't know why I didn't specify that. But regardless, Orsik, here you go, dude. Here's we've got a bunch of rope here. There you go.
I have some rope as well.
Donka, and I will tie that around my waist, and then someone should hold on to the other end of it in case I do fall.
I can do that for you.
Thank you. And then I guess it's time to jump.
All right. Before you do that, Whit, could I borrow your rope, please, and go over this way to like be his lifeline? Oh, if we're holding on to this rope, what's the point? Never mind. All right, I'm good. I'll just stand back and let Luther do his work.
Yes.
Like grip this thing a little tighter.
Oh, I love it. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a running leap. I'm gonna leap.
Make sure you tie this rope right. I don't want to accidentally oops you.
Yeah.
Yeah, under the arms, dude.
And I think I'm gonna try to leap from that edge to there.
Do a flip.
Yeah, I think I'll make it.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do a running start. And then I think it's athletics. Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead and do an athletics.
All right, let's do. Yeah.
Woo.
All right. With that roll, you are able to hurl yourself off the edge and fly gracefully through the air, landing on your feet, just barely out of the water on the other side.
Ooh, thank God. I mean, nice job.
Like right there.
Give it one more square.
This way.
Nope, the other way. There you go.
We were this close to him having a bath.
Guys, I made it. I did it.
Yay!
I did the thing.
I mean,
And
yay.
Orsik, roll me a perception real quick.
Yeah.
You hear something from kind of up the hill to your fang north.
Okay.
And based on your dynamic lighting, which I can now see thanks to this handy dandy new trick, you aren't able to see what made the sound, but there is something moving. Oh, I gotta show it to you. That way. That is out of your sight.
Okay.
And as you are noticing this, a pair of arrows come flying out of the darkness towards you.
Whoa, rude.
Whoa! Hey, could you not?
Alright. And if everybody would like to go ahead and roll initiative.
It's saying you attempted to no token. I forget. I gotta
Token.
select myself. Yeah. There we go.
What?
Taking up the rear.
Am I seeing
Don't
wits? Oh, it's wits. We're both pink, and I got excited. I then looked at my score, and it was a 9, and I'm like, no?
How though?
I don't think it is. Does anyone else have it enabled where you see the 3D dice that people roll?
Yes.
Ah, perfect. Because I saw a pink die come up 20, and I'm like, that's totally mine.
I should probably change the color.
I just turned mine on. Yeah, the color is
No,
whatever
it's
your
fine.
little icon on the
Yeah.
bottom is.
Yeah, both mine and wits are like a pink color. Ah, dang it.
Here, I want electric purple.
All right, go for it.
I just want to roll something to see it real quick.
All right,
Mine is green for orc.
Oh, that's obnoxious.
Love it. I do like they let you change the color of the dice. Like, small feature, but
Yeah.
a cool.
Well, the color of the dice is also the same color as like a little pointer arrow thing. So it's all the same. Or like the little ping that you can do.
That's consistent.
Yeah. So the color that's on, like the little square that's on your name tag, that's what affects that. Science. See, he's not the only one that knows things. Yeah.
Knowledge is power.
All right. Wit.
That's me.
That is.
Always and forever. Now, are arrows coming from... I'm sorry, I may not have been paying that much attention. From over here's in? Where Orsik
It's-
jumped?
So, it's Orsik. Do you have any light that you're carrying on you? I assume no.
Not unless my Azer shield and Azer hammer emit some form of light, but I don't think they'd really do.
I think one of them actually does.
Oh, look at that.
Which, if it does, we will have to adjust your token.
That would be the only thing. I don't have a torch on or anything, though.
Okay, and I think it's an action. It's an action thing. Like you can specifically ask it to or something.
Please light
Ask
up.
it nicely. I want you to say by the light of Orsik every time.
Yeah, I don't see it in my notes here. We'll roll without it for now. It's okay. So, Wit, if you are trying to use your eagle eyes to spot the danger here, because Orsik, have you've
Well,
just seen it going?
There's the rope. I can just follow the rope into danger blindly.
This is also true. I'm trying to decide if you would be able to see arrows flying through the darkness with dark vision at 30 feet away.
Probably not. I'll probably just hear them.
Probably a shout from Orsik.
Well, hey, I guess there's danger over there.
How dare you shoot at the indomitable Orsik?
Yeah, I'll just, I'll grab hold of the rope, which hopefully, Wit doesn't weigh that much. She'll be fine. And cross my way over.
So, Orsik is tied to the other end of the rope, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm a staunchy boy.
And Luther's
So-
got a hold of him. It'll be fine.
So just as Orsik is getting ready to get into a fight, someone starts yanking on this rope that's tied to his feet and trying to pull him back into the water. It'll be fine.
How heavy do you think Wit is? This is fine. And it's literally just Wit in her head, like, jeez, guys, I don't weigh that much. Go.
Better not make any comments.
Can't see Orsik at all, so I don't even know where to go right now.
Oh, I am to your Fen West.
Don't
Oh.
you have dark vision?
I do, but I can't see anything over here. Like, it's just... Unless... Oh, wait, now I see Orsik. He's just really faded again.
Check if you have a red hue on everything.
Lucky guy.
I'm looking right now. She does not.
Oh, it's just that same thing that
Oh, man.
what's that word? The opacity is just really... Oh. Hello.
It
And now
seems-
Okay,
you just
I'm
went
gonna
opaque
cover
for me. Your icon wit just went opaque for me.
Yeah, same. It's like my cataract surgery was
Yeah.
a success.
it seems
I'm
like
covering something.
it seems like when something enters the
Oh.
range of dark vision instead of normal light vision, it reduces the opacity of things gradually until it gets to the very
Yeah.
edge, and then it's at 0.
I mean, I like that, but I feel like a crazy person. I'm like, I swear you went that way.
He was
No,
right.
there- I figured out what it was. There's a setting where you can like turn on a hue for their vision, which Orsik had red last week, and I swear I set it back to transparent. But just looking at everybody's tokens now, they were all set to a white hue rather than transparent.
Mm.
And so I just went and set everybody back to transparent. I don't know how they got to white.
Gremlins? I don't know.
It's the mist. That's what it is.
100%.
It's the mist that did it.
All right.
Alright.
So anyway, you make it back over there. Carry on.
I don't see any of the baddies, but I will use my bonus action to dash in case anyone wants to come over here and not be like, wait, your fat butt's in the way. So I'll move up. And I don't want to go any further. I'm scared. Orsik can go up there.
I'll do my best.
All right. Orsik.
So I think I'm still tied to a rope. So I'm going to. Is there anything I can? I don't know what the word would be. Like pin it to the ground so that it's taut.
I mean, there's some rocks nearby that you could use your action to tie it to.
Things Wit should have helped you with, but just kept walking.
That is a-okay. Luckily, I'm a great meat shield. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try to do that. I'll use my action to tie up a rope. Keep it taut. Do I need a skill check for that?
I'll give it to you for free,
Woohoo!
and I'll even draw the rope.
Whoa! What a deal.
Right?
Boom. Artistic skills.
And then I'm going to go up to the north and see if I can see somebody. Ooh! Haters.
So, as you step up the slope, you find in front of you there is another steep incline, and on top of that incline, you see several what appear to be skeletal minotaurs, as well as some less minotaur-like skeletons
Save some for me!
atop this steep slope.
Wow.
And-
So...
Sorry, I gotta move them real quick to add them to the turn order. They're not actually down there with you yet.
Oh, yeah, okay. Gotcha. That steep slope that they're standing on, I'm assuming is kind of like rough terrain. Like, I can't just, like, run up it.
It's going to be steep enough that it would be a climbing thing, not a rough terrain thing.
Ooh. Alright, I don't think there's anything I can do except posture myself here and maybe take a few hits. So I'm going to mean mug them and kind of, give them a raspberry. And that'll end my turn.
All right. The two skeleton archers. I completely neglected to actually roll the attack against you on those first two arrows, so I'm gonna give those to you for free. They both missed.
Warning
cool,
shots.
But this time, now that we're in their turn order, oh, I forgot that. They both launch arrows at you. Let's see. One of them is going to be a 9 to hit, which I am guaranteeing is going to miss. And
Correct.
the next is going to be a 21 to hit.
That one will definitely hit.
All right. That is piercing damage.
Say it again. It cut out. I'm sorry.
5 piercing damage.
All right.
All right. And then we go to Fal Dune.
Do you think something's happening over there?
Wait, to me?
Is someone else over here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't sound like you said Luther.
No, it's fine. You were thinking of the bloodlust. It's fine. I'm gonna try to head over there to them.
All right. I'll hold the rope.
You can just like, yeah, okay, cool. All
I'm gonna try to head over next, I guess.
right. How about this? We could tie the rope now, so there's no danger of dropping it accidentally later.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, if you want, I could like tie it to this rock here.
That'd be great.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I will take the rope and tie it to the rock, or tie it around the nearest handy object.
All right. You use your action to tie it to the rock.
All right. Woo. Would it then be another action to climb across the rope? Because it seems like that's kind of pushing it.
I will let you use your movement to climb across the rope.
All right. Woo.
Because that's going to be... Yeah, that's about 30 feet.
Don't forget you have another 10 feet as long as you start your turn in front of me.
Oh, rad. Whee. So I'm gonna
Look at that guy.
move to over here, and then take kind of a defensive position at the bottom of this hill. Genius. All right, and that's about all I got.
All right.
All right. I am gonna... I'm gonna pray to the gods above that this rope is good rope and try to make my way across.
Oh, wait. Hang on. Sorry.
Huh?
When I added those 2 minotaurs to the turn order, I didn't resort.
Oh, you're good.
Unfortunately, we caught it right before you went, though, so...
No, you're fine.
Alright, so when the Minotaur's turn order comes up, the two of them on top of the hill there come sliding down the hill. It's halfway between a slide and a fall due to the grade of the hill, but they come screaming down and both begin attacking Orsik. Ooh,
Rude boys.
I think he'd actually be right there. So the first is... what's his attack? It'll be a 15 to hit,
Miss.
and then a 24 to hit.
Hit.
They are swinging their enormous great axes, and these are large creatures. So, think about 10 feet tall. Wrong dice. So with the great axe, it's going to be 3, 9, 13 slashing damage on the one that hits.
Okay.
And that happens. Orsik, you'd probably be a little bit occupied to see this, but Wit and Fal Dune, you notice 2 more approaching from the Fang West.
Oh, great, more of them.
Cool. Could I yell out to my companions when I see
Yelling
the...
is a free action.
Alright, sweet. Luther, there's some over there too. On the left
Perfect.
side.
All right, and Luther. Now we're back to you. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. I'm gonna do my best to try to make it across this rope. Do I need to roll or anything, or just make it across?
I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay, this will get me to 35, and I will, thinking of dashing. Let's see, do I have anything worthwhile doing? Sorry for the wait, just making sure.
Nah, you're
fine.
good.
That's fine.
I like it when people stop and think through their actions and come up with that best plan. That always results in like more fun and more interesting situations.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dash over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. I'll dash over here so we can cover the left and the front.
There you go.
And I believe that's everything I got.
Okay, back to the top of the turn order. Wit.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I get one last thing off before we skip end my turn?
I don't know. You
I
did
will allow
already
it.
end it.
I don't know.
Yeah, true.
No, go ahead.
Did you take your hand off the piece?
I was
what do
going
you
to do Shield of Faith. Bump up my AC a bit.
Whatever you did, it didn't actually cast. Like, we can't see the text of the spell.
Show description.
Should be
Spell info.
check the box. There you go.
There we go.
Okay. Field, and for you're doing it for yourself.
Correct.
Sounds good. Keep track of that.
Sounds good.
All right, Wit.
Are you sure?
And off the piece.
Alright, well, I want to stab this guy right here. And I'm gonna try to do that right meow.
Right. Meow.
There's my dice. Oh, sorry,
Oh.
Orsik. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
I'm
And so
sorry.
it begins.
Another 1 and a 2. What is up with you guys tonight? Roll me a 1.
We're consistent.
Man, it's a Tuesday.
The 1d6 was higher than both of the d20s put together.
Oh, all right.
That's great.
In your haste to get up the hill and attack the skeleton minotaurs, you pull a muscle in some loose gravel, and your movement is halved on your next turn.
That's fair. That's fair. Anyways, hey Orsik.
At least you
All
didn't
right.
kill
Anything
me.
else?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage and take a step back. Like we just doing the ah.
Runs up the hill, screams, turns, and runs back down.
Accurate to its life.
All right, Orsik, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna retaliate as best I can, anyway. Which one of these guys hit me? Left or right?
It was the right one.
All right. I'm gonna hit him right in the kneecap.
You ask them both, and they point to each other.
That's what you do. The
One of them
spin
always
move.
tells the truth. One of them always lies.
I told you I was going right for that kneecap.
Dear me.
Sweep the leg.
Put him in a body bag.
All right, that will definitely hit for. Is this all calculated out already?
Yeah, it should be all calculated. Yep.
19 damage. So you shatter the knee of the minotaur on the right.
Yeah, take that. And then follow up.
And another solid hit. You slam your Azer hammer into the creature's rib cage, and chunks of stone or chunks of bone come spraying out the side.
And yeah, that's all I got.
All right, a good showing. Moving on, the archers from up top continue loosing arrows. One's going for Orsik. That is a 16 to hit, so I don't think that's going anywhere.
Miss.
And the second is going for wit, which is a 17 to hit.
Rude.
Rude. All right, that is 7 piercing damage as the short bow arrow slams into your shoulder.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Shoot me while I'm down.
All right, Fal Dune.
All right. Well, you know what they say. When in doubt, cast Moonbeam. Which unfortunately is going to take a while with this character sheet.
I don't know why just you have problems with it.
It's so slow. I wish I could give any of you control to see it, because I feel like it doesn't come across unless you're here doing it. Like, I'll scroll with the mouse, and I have to wait for it to actually happen.
Have you tried reinstalling your browser or using a different browser?
I've not thought of that, but I will give that a try.
You tried turning it off and on again. Is it plugged in?
Yeah, start with all the classics. did it spill coffee on? Is the power out?
All right, 5-foot radius cylinder. Give me just a sec.
Just
shape.
If there's a way I could cast it to hit both of these two, since I don't think I could exclude anybody. So that if I wanted to cast it over here by Orsik, I think it would hit him.
Oh god, not that. That's not a moonbeam. That's a square.
That's a square moon. I've seen this before. Well, are you for real with this? I tried to draw a square, it just gave me the regular circle. Sorry, the regular, like, brush tool.
Here, I'll center it on a point. There you go.
Ah, sweet.
All right. Silvery beam of pale light shines. Radius centered on a point. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. Okay. So that won't kick in until we hit their turn, right?
Correct.
All right. Anything else?
You move it. I would like to move a little bit up this way so I could better see what I'm doing.
Okay.
And that's about it.
All right. And I know we're getting close to the end of our usual session time here, so I'll try to kind of roll through this. The two up here are going to continue attacking Orsik. It's going to be a 24 to hit and a 16 to hit.
Miss.
So 15 slashing damage on the one. And then on the other two, they are going to need to make a con save. I'll start with the one on the bottom and then go to the one on the top. So the one on the bottom, con save is 20. One on the top, con save is 9. So the one on top is going to take 9 radiant damage, and the one on the bottom is going to take 5.
Woo.
All right, Luther.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and move up to this. Actually, let's go right here, and I'm gonna start whacking. So,
Phrasing.
what's that?
Nothing.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, you're doing that in public? Whoa.
Dang man, he's
Title.
really into combat.
They take psychic damage.
Sorry, carry on.
No, you're fine. So my Mace of Disruption, it works against fiends or undead. Would this classify as an undead?
This is indeed an undead.
All right. It will take an extra 2d6 radiant damage if I hit them.
Ooh.
I actually don't have that set up, so I'm just going to put plus 2d8 on this normal damage dice.
It's getting upgraded. You said 2d6 the first time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 2d6.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me add 2d10s to that. There we go. Good catch.
Yeah.
D12? Yeah.
Extra 2d12 of damage.
I hope this works. Oh, it's not separated for radiant.
That's fine.
For the purposes of this, there's no difference
No, you're fine. Then 16 bludgeoning.
Well, I mean, okay, so I take that back. They are actually vulnerable to bludgeoning.
Okay,
nice.
that's 7 radiant then. I see in the brackets there.
Yeah. So it looks
Okay,
like it was
yep.
5 bludgeoning and 7 radiant, and then a 4 for strength bonuses.
Which the strength bonus would have applied to the bludgeoning. So that would have been 9 bludgeoning and 7 radiant.
Man.
Yeah.
It would have been 18 bludgeoning and 7 radiant. For a total of 20.
I'm actually just gonna separate this and oh, it doesn't let me.
Are you attacking north or south?
North.
Okay.
Okay.
For
Wish
the
there was
sorry, go for it.
no, if I was saying I wish I could separate them a little bit.
What you could do is make a separate weapon. One of them is for when you can apply radiant damage, and one is for when you can't.
Yeah.
And then it looks like. Oh no.
There we go. I got it.
That's
I think I
bonus
got
to
it set up now.
Okay.
You can make
There's also a
attack if you want.
little thing that says "show math?" question mark. I just checked it. So I'll try my other attack now.
Okay.
Ooh, dearie me, that's the math.
Whoa.
Very mathy.
Gotta use square brackets.
So that's 10 radiant and 6 bludgeoning.
Okay. So 20 radiant, 6 bludgeoning for 26. That bludgeoning's really hurting on him. So the Minotaur skeleton that you are attacking is looking very, very rough at this point.
If says if the target has 25 hit points or fewer after taking this damage, it has to succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be destroyed.
Good thing skeletons are so wise.
How would you like to do it?
If you've ever seen Castlevania where he hits them with a whip and they just start to glow and then they blow up, that'd be pretty cool.
All right, that's what happens. The skeleton Minotaur begins to glow and then blows up from the force of the radiant damage applied by Luther's hammer. Mace, sorry.
This always is a good time.
So yeah, Luther's now one-shotting the enemy, guys. Step it up. Anything else?
That's everything for me.
All right, Wit.
Doing a very important thing of trying to find a gif of Castlevania combat, but I'm gonna leave that to Wes. Alright, I'm going to take my shattered Achilles tendon and shuffle back up here and try and stab this guy.
I found a gif of Castlevania combat, don't worry.
I'm so excited. For what
I
we
was just
found.
looking at that one too. Yeah.
Yes.
He's attacking some birds.
This is basically wit. Meh.
All right, that will definitely hit. Going for that one.
Huzzah!
12 piercing. Nicely done.
Yeah, and you know I got a friend by me.
Got a friend in me.
And that means I get to add a little something sneaky on there. What is it, 46? I don't remember. Let's see. I think I'm the worst rogue.
Sneak attack's so sneaky, you often don't even know it's there.
Like, seriously, every week I'm like, guys, what's my sneak attack?
Pretty sure it's 4d6.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. I'll look it up here in a second.
I'm pretty sure
We're just
it's
gonna go. We're just
rogue.
gonna go with this for now.
I'm pretty sure it's rogue level divided by 2.
14. All right, that one's starting to look kind of rough too.
Woohoo! And then I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and go back over here.
Limp away,
Away.
Yeah, okay.
Orsik.
Murder.
Murder.
I'm gonna
Question
continue
mark?
my onslaught.
Judas.
Well, not like that. You're not.
Just a practice swing. Practice swing.
Yep, you miss with that strike, unfortunately.
Follow up. Oh.
Oh, 1d6, please.
Orsik, why?
At least it won't be for very much damage.
Just learning from the best.
All right. You also pull a muscle, emulating your hero wit.
Twins.
Your movement is halved on your next turn, so if you're not going anywhere, that's not going to impact you too much.
Nope. I think that's it for me.
All right. The archers continue raining down arrows. One for Orsik. Damn, they really don't want to hit you, Orsik. That was a 14 to hit. And one for Wit. 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
That will be 5 piercing damage.
You know, just to be a brat, I'm gonna use my uncanny dodge as my reaction.
Excellent. I approve.
Nice.
Just sheer pettiness at this point.
I don't like you. I won't take your damage. I said good day.
2
Good
damage.
day, sir.
I said good day.
All right, Fal Dune, you're up.
Oh, all right. I can't cast another concentration spell, but I will. How far can I move this? Sorry, I'm so good at using my own spells. Up to 60 feet in any direction.
Yeah, you can just like that thing around.
Like a solar, like a laser beam drifting around.
My only problem is I don't know how good Orsik's constitution is. Because I don't think I can get both of these two guys. Well, which one of these two guys looks
It's pretty good.
the most healthy?
Of those two,
No, you know what? Which one looks the least
they're
healthy?
very, very close.
Okay. In that case, I'll move the beam such that it covers this one on the west side.
Okay.
And I'd like the beam to touch that one, but not Orsik, so that Orsik wouldn't have to move out of the way.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
It's Luther, good job. You're putting in work. I'm gonna move this to Orsik. Because no offense, it seems like you don't really need the help. If you do, I'll move it back. I promise. In about 6 seconds.
If I do, you will be picking up my collapsed body.
All right. Anything else?
I'll walk up to it and be like, "Don't worry, nobody saw that. It's fine. You're doing great. Doing great work. Make us proud."
All right. Moving to the Minotaurs. The first one's gonna have to make the toss-up moonbeam for me. Gonna have to make the save
Oh, okay.
against that.
It's just easier if I tell you. It's a 15 con save.
Okay, 15. It's a 14 plus 2, so 16 on the con save. So half damage.
All right. I'll roll a flag. 2d. Nope, that's 2d20s. That's not what I wanted. That doesn't count. Although I wish it did. 2d10s. There we go. The 1 and the 2 are right next to each other. You know what? Still good. We take those.
Still decent. So 7 damage on that one.
7 radiant damage.
Ooh.
I'm fairly certain. It is radiant. Woo.
All right. Then it is their turn. So that one does not want to be in the moonbeam anymore, and so
Darn.
let's see. Can't go that way. It's gonna come down here, and well, Wit's closest.
Oh,
So
did he leave Orsik's sphere of influence?
he did.
Just hit him in the teeth.
Hit him in the other kneecap.
So I should swing. Yeah.
You should swing.
It's an attack of opportunity. You don't have to, I guess.
You
But
ever had to ask that question before?
Just making sure I didn't want to cut anybody off.
I don't know.
All right.
He did pull that muscle. I don't know. Maybe he's not feeling it.
You clip him. I honestly, that would be a good idea to add to that chart. Since the pulling muscle thing, I don't think has ever actually impacted someone. I could make it like movement is halved and you don't get to take reactions or something for your next turn. I'll have to think.
Yeah, we could experiment with it.
Yep, you managed to clip him on his way past you and do a little bit of damage. But he reaches Wit and swings that enormous great axe. That will be a 16 to hit.
Meets it, beats it, unfortunately.
Beats it, beats it. Find the right dice. That's a 2d10. Wait a minute. I'm rolling the wrong dice. Sorry. 11 slashing damage.
No,
Yes.
I politely decline.
Nothing we can do about it. She declined.
She returned the RSVP with a no. All right, and the other one's going to continue going after Orsik with a 21 to hit.
Hit.
Sunk my battleship. Orsik, take 9 slashing damage.
Deal.
And the last one over here is going to go after Luther, having just watched his friend be basically vaporized in an instant. Ooh, nat 20.
Ooh, I have the armor piece that I got, the adamantine one.
Right, what does that do?
It negates critical attacks against me. It still
Well,
hits, but
but it's just a normal damage attack.
correct.
That is very, very nice for you.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's going to make this a 18 slashing damage
Ooh, all right.
as the enormous great axe slams down onto your shoulder. Fortunately, your adamantine armor blunts the worst of the impact. And it's now your turn.
Oh, there's some fight in him. But I got some fight in me too, and I'm gonna make it a weapon attack against him. Woo. So that's 11 radiant, 7 bludgeoning,
So
and I am going to divine smite him.
28 total, and then divine smite. Go ahead and roll your divine smite.
Okay, I'm gonna use a second level slot for that. I've never played a paladin. Don't they have something for undead if you do that? Second level, you hit a creature, you can expend. Yep. 2d8 for a first level, plus 1d8 higher, so 3d8. The damage increases by a d8 if the target is undead or fiend.
It is
So
undead.
it's math here. 4d8? Yeah,
Sounds
I
right.
think so. Okay. Woo!
All right. 16. And if it's below 25, when it takes the damage from the weapon, it has to make a con save or something, right?
Yeah, I've got the page open now. If you hit a fiend or undead with this magic weapon, the creature takes an extra 2d6 radiant. If the target has 25 or fewer after taking this damage, it has to succeed on a DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
Whiz save, okay. All right, this one does pass the whiz save, fortunately for itself. Right.
It says, on a successful save, the creature becomes frightened of you until the end of your next turn. Yeah, I'm just reading it.
That's not bad. Where can I get one of those?
Let's see, let's find a frightened icon. There we go.
Ooh.
All right, we'll remember that when we get to his turn. Anything else?
I'm gonna for my other attack. I've got. I'm gonna use one of my.
That's right. That was just the first attack.
Multi-attack, baby.
I'm actually gonna not use it and use page 3, one of my martial adept things to use Commander Strike. So I give up my action and bonus action, or one of my attacks and bonus actions, to give someone else a free hit, basically, or not a free hit, but an attempt to hit. I'll put it on wit if I can.
Okay.
That's fine. I just got, attacked with a great axe, but sure. I'm up for a swing.
I think because her turn already passed, that would let her use sneak attack again. I think.
Oh.
She's within 5 feet of a friend, but is it when the enemy is within 5 feet of a friend?
Remember, I'm a
Oh, yeah.
swashbuckler, and he is.
Oh, that's right. You swashbuckles.
He
Buckle
is not
swashes.
within 5 feet of a friend.
All right,
Nailed it.
meets it, beats it.
Oh,
As I said, nailed it, not sarcastically.
First try.
All right, you do slash with your rapier across the enormous skeleton minotaur's thighs
But wait, there's more.
for only 2 easy payments of 19.99. You can get 18 more damage.
oh.
All right, this minotaur is now looking very rough. Near collapse, I would even say.
Hooray.
That's the only time I can use this till a short rest.
All right, and Wit, it's your turn again.
Ow, maybe I'll try and stab him again.
Thought we were gonna go back to the ones for a second.
Nope, just the 11.
Nope, unfortunately you miss.
Alright, I'm gonna disengage. Bye! Go get him, Fal Dune. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
I believe in you. I
I'm
should
tired
to
of
the far end
getting
of the cavern. All right, Orsik.
I think somebody is called for some murder. That's wrong. Don't take that. Wrong misclick.
No, I'm pretty sure it's right, Misclick.
I think you should have taken the first one, but we'll go with the second.
The die almost landed totally within the circle. That was close.
Yeah, but I think I need an action to switch weapons, so I don't.
Yeah, probably.
I don't want to do that.
All right, you slam the Azer hammer into the remaining skeleton minotaur next to you there.
Burn.
Twice. He's starting to look a little bit ragged too, but still has some fight left in him.
I'm just gonna mean mug him and try to stink as hard as I can.
I'll give you an automatic success on that. All right, we go back to the skeleton archers, who both launch arrows at Orsik. That's going to be a 14 to hit
Miss.
and a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Take 4 piercing damage as an arrow grazes your upper arm.
Rude.
All right, Fal Dune.
Alright, I have a question. Where are the guys who are shooting the arrows?
They are up here.
Okay, got it.
You might be able to see them. So they're up on top of not quite a cliff, but a very, very steep hill that would require climbing to reach them.
Alright, climbing or alternatively moving the moonbeam. I just have to see if I have to be able to see where the moonbeam is going to send it there. Because would I be able to see approximately where the arrows are coming from? Or otherwise know where those guys shooting arrows are?
Yeah, you should just be able to make them out based on Control L-ing it. Thanks again, Luther.
Oh, I can just barely see them up there. So in that case, I would like to move the moonbeam up to hopefully hit both of those dudes. Nice.
There you
And that is an action. And I've considered being an asshole and using my bonus action to turn it into a thing where I could, like, jump in the river and swim away, but I won't. So I will...
I'm going on an adventure.
later. Later, taters. I'm going to take
Just wait till he gets the ability to turn into things that can fly. Power of flight, so he can flee.
That's level 8, baby. I'm there already.
Oh.
I thought it was 9th level. I was wrong. It's 8th. I think I'll just end there, though, so if they want to attack me, they won't hit wit.
Alright. We go to Minotaurs. And, as predicted, the Minotaur that had been attacking Wit, moving towards her, takes a swing at Fal Dune.
Come at me, dude.
That will be an 18 to hit.
He came at me very effectively.
That will be a plus 4, 19 slashing damage.
All right, not great. And what is that con save that I have to make to maintain concentration? It's like either 10 or the amount of damage I took.
10 or half the amount of damage you took, whichever is higher.
Okay. And would that be rounded up or rounded down, the 19 damage? We can round it up and say it's...
Round it up.
Gotta be 10. Yeah.
Yeah, 10.
Big money!
10 either way.
Let me see those 2 digits, baby!
Oh! The moonbeam flickers and goes out.
Ow.
Which is really not surprising. A 10-foot tall skeleton just hits you with an axe roughly the size of, I don't know, like a Volvo hood. So, yeah, you probably lost a little focus there.
Nah. Should have turned into a fish.
All right, the other one going to go after Orsik. Ooh, nat 20. Ooh. That's going to be so I need to do math. Wow.
It's nice knowing
Wow.
everybody.
So yeah, with the nat 20, and this guy got a good roll too on one of the damage dice. That's 45 slashing damage.
Oh, dearie me.
Woo!
Rip.
I think that's the single largest hit that any of the NPCs have made in this campaign.
Any of the NPCs, yes. Thinking back to the previous
Stay down right here.
Thinking back to the previous campaign where somebody fell down a cliff. I think this may have been more.
It might have been.
He took like no damage from falling down the cliff.
Yeah, the 100-foot pit did like 20 something by the time the roll finished. All right, so yeah, following a devastating wallop from that axe, Orsik collapses to the ground.
Buddy.
The other one is terrified of Luther, and so uses its turn to attempt to get as far away as possible, which is going to be... What's the movement here? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7.
I'm gonna whack it.
You're really excited about combat. We get it, man. Roll it. All right, that will hit. So your radiant damage is going to be 5, so 10 plus 9, so 19.
Awesome.
This is number 4. How would you like to do it?
As it turns to run, I probably just grab it by the leg, pull it back, and then whack it with the mace right in the skull.
All right. You kill the skeleton minotaur, leaving only 2 left on the field. And it is now your turn.
Oh, sweet. I'm going to move over to here if I can, and use my action
You're occupying the same space as one of the
Oh.
minotaurs.
I forget he's a big boy.
If you step up,
You
you'll
can
be
go
Yeah,
right
there-
above.
yeah.
There we go. I'm going to use lay on hands on Orsik here. So I'm going to use 20 out of my 40.
All right. Orsik, you barely have time to close your eyes and hit the ground before you're conscious again. Damn it.
Welcome back to the world of the living.
All right, so
And-
you are prone but conscious and with hit points once more.
That's everything from me.
Cool. Wit.
Okay. I guess we go back to stabbing things. I'm
Womp,
sorry.
Rough day.
womp.
Don't put Orsik back in the floor.
There's a skeleton inside of Fal Dune. Get him.
Roll a 1d6.
Yep.
4. Your enemy, seeing your poor performance, gains a 1d6 inspiration die.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And you know my classic song and dance now on disengage and bye.
All right, Orsik.
I live. I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah.
Thank you, by the way.
Oh, anytime.
All right, back to murder then. Just kidding.
Warming up, getting warmed up, stretching out.
And then backswing.
All right, you're getting stretched out again. You're better now. Let's see, 4, 5. How would you like to do it? Oh no, wait. Sorry. Nope. This guy's not dead yet.
Okay.
It's a
the bonus
skeleton.
action. I'm gonna use.
Not dead.
All right, sounds good. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, arrows come raining down. This time, both are going for Luther, since he has recently run to the foot of the precipice. Luther, that will be a 15 to hit and a 19 to hit.
Sorry, what was the number again?
15 to hit and a 19 to hit.
Neither will hit.
All right.
AC is 20 plus the 2 for Shield of Faith.
Man. Fal Dune, you're up.
Oh, alright. I figure I'll go with the classic, aim at the 2 up on top of that hill, and in a couple days, once, it gets to the post office, I'd like to hit them with a create bonfire spell.
I'd like you to send it via pigeon.
It may get there faster if I do that.
I had some pigeons for a while that we raised.
Of course you did.
They had to eat the bees. They had to get rid of the bees.
No, this is back when I was in high school, before the bees.
Pre-bees.
Yep, it was pre-bees. All right, let's see. DC 15 deck save on the create.
Aiming at the one on the left. If they're still arranged, left to right.
Got it. I need a bonfire.
If you don't have that, a pizza with a glow effect added works pretty okay.
Yeah, there is that pretty terrible bonfire out there.
But
Let me just search fire. See if that gets me anything better. It's just all the fires are terrible, so you're getting a pizza.
Oh no. Jake, I'm sorry. You're getting a pizza. Well, if I have to.
All right, DC 15 dex save on that guy. Dex is +2, a 4. Womp
Woo.
womp. Fire damage. All right, that skeleton is looking pretty rough.
Woo.
Anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. All right. Minotaurs. The one further to the south is going to continue attacking Fal Dune, and he has an inspiration die based on a previous 4 attack.
Ooh.
I don't know who did that. It's your other kids.
All right, and inspiration, that is an 18 to hit.
That does in fact hit.
Plus, so 18 slashing damage.
18. Woo.
And then the second one will probably still go after Orsik for proximity's sake. That'll be a 19 to hit.
Hit.
Uh, 9 slashing damage. And then we go to Luther.
Sorry, I'm unplugging headset charger so I can give it to Kimber. Hers is dying.
Oh no!
Okay. Seeing this guy right below me near some of the less heavily armored crew, I'm gonna turn and swing on this guy. If I move like here or like drop down, is that flanking or no?
Yeah, I'd say that'll count as flanking.
Okay.
How would you like to do it?
Probably just a side swing across the torso, just break the chest and break it in half.
All right, you shatter through the ribcage and spine of the skeletal minotaur, and it collapses to the ground, a pile of lifeless bones.
Alrighty, that should be me.
All right, Wit.
I don't know if I should try and attack anymore. I'm gonna be real.
You know when I was joining this, Kimber's like, I do a lot of damage.
Shut
She's looking
up!
at me for like.
Well, think of it this way: all of your bad rolls are gone. There's only good ones left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You used them all.
exactly.
Go get him, hun.
We have faith in you.
Look at
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Nicely done.
I guess I'll sneak attack it.
How would you like to do it?
Nice.
How does rapier even attack a minotaur skeleton?
Are you just like
Yeah,
bashing it?
You know,
I have questions about that too, but yeah, we're just gonna have to go with it.
No, you like poke it through the eye hole and remove the head from the neck.
aha!
Oh yeah.
Like plucking a grape.
Yoink.
There you go.
Yeah.
I did it. It was me.
Nicely done.
From about 10
Only
feet
me.
behind you, you hear.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Orsik.
Oh yeah, there's 2 more up there.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, too.
This guy's dead next to me now, to the right, Fang East.
He's always been dead.
On either side.
He's still alive?
Nope, they're both dead. Sorry, I didn't put the token on.
No, that's okay. How tall, like how high up are these archers?
About yay tall.
Let's say it's a 20-foot climb.
All right, hear me out.
Toss
I
me.
want to try to jump up there.
Long jump or sick.
It's going to be a hell of a jump. Well, that's a high jump.
Yeah, this is not a long jump. This is a
Oh.
vertical. What's your
Oh.
vertical leap, Orsik?
Probably like 4 feet, because I don't have anything but stubby little legs.
I doubt it's 4.
How maybe 2. How do I tell?
There's probably a way to do it, but I'm... Like, this is not to disparage Orsik. I'm pretty sure in the rules as written, you're not jumping up there.
Okay.
When you
frankly-
make a high jump, you leap into the air 3 plus your strength modifier feet. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately prior, if you make a standing high jump, it's half that distance. So 3 plus your modifier.
Oh, so like 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you could triple jump
Yeah.
and then reach up and grab with your hands, then you could do it.
Okay. Fair enough. What about climbing up there?
You can definitely start climbing up there. It'll be, it'll be half movement as you don't have a climbing speed.
Okay. Is there a check for that? Athletics?
Yeah, we do usually do a check for climbing, don't we? So either athletics or acrobatics, your preference. And yeah, sorry for running a little bit long tonight.
Oh no.
Well.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, man.
Orsik, I can say very definitively that you are not going to make it up there this turn.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Orsik, for tunneling underneath the ground so effectively.
He's doing his best, guys.
So you attempt to climb the wall to reach the two skeletons on top, but
Orsik, you're dropping your eggs.
a loose stone slides and you fall, landing prone on the ground.
It's like in Jumanji
Nice.
when Robin Williams drops through the floor and it becomes liquid.
Am I able to use any of like my remaining movement to stand up?
Sure.
All right. Can I also shoot a crossbow bolt?
I would say if we're going to use an action to have to switch weapons, that you probably are out of.
Okay, yeah,
No.
that's right, that's right. No, never mind. Okay, I'm just gonna stand here, look pretty.
All right. It's the archer's turn again. One arrow at Orsik with a 19 to hit.
Hit.
And one at Luther with a 15 to hit.
Whoa! No, it doesn't hit.
Orsik, 6 piercing damage.
Man, good thing I brought this shield.
Right? It's doing great for you. All right, Fal Dune.
Squat down a little. It's like half my body size.
Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. One of those guys needed to make a check, didn't he?
Yeah, woo. It's easier for me to just go back and look. He needs to make a DC 15. Yeah.
Failure. I can use your old roll. 8 fire damage.
Right.
How would you like to do it?
Oh, yeah, it's the bones burst into flames somehow. Don't ask how, but like it's that hot.
There's carbon in there.
It's like,
Sure.
psst.
Right? I think. I don't know.
That's probably some calcium.
Going with it. All right. So that one's down. Then it's your turn.
All right. You know what they say? Don't mess with success. Create a bonfire underneath the other one. Yeah. And that still only applies when it starts its turn there.
Okay.
No, wait, sorry. Any creature in the bonfire space when you cast the spell must succeed on the save or else take damage. So never mind.
All right. Failed.
Alright, sweet. Roll 2d8s. Woo!
13. That is exactly enough. Meets it, beats it. How would you like to do
Oh,
it?
hell yeah. It's just all of the life leaves it, and the bones just like disincorporate from each other and tumble down the hill towards us.
Nice.
All right. Slides down the hill and stops at Orsik's feet.
Woo!
We didn't have to climb after all.
Thank goodness.
Got lucky.
Some would say we did less than no climbing.
We did negative climbing.
All right. Sorry for running over, guys. Good
Okay.
fight.
That's all.
Your experience for this is 450, 900, 1800, 1900.
Sorry, did he say 1900?
1900.
Nice. 19,000.
What's that put you at?
44,385.
Wait, did you say 19 or 18?
19.
Oh.
I got 44,485.
Sounds about right.
Sounds better than what I had.
All right. Well, fantastic work, everyone. Sorry again for running over, and hopefully I'll see
You're
you
fine.
next week.
Thanks as always for the invite.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Just
Thank you.
one quick question first. How much XP do we have? I forgot instantaneously.
44485.
485. Got it.
I do the same thing. Look at my watch, or look at my phone to check the time, put it down. Crap. I
Yep. What time was it?
forgot why I looked.
I wonder what time it is. All right.
If only there was some way to tell.
All right, everybody stay safe, make okay-ish decisions.
Hey, that's what.
I'll
Yeah.
do my best.
You're not my real dad.
I don't think I'm your fake dad either. See you guys later.
All right,
Bye.
Take
see you
care,
next week.
everybody. Have a good night.
Yeah. Bye.